Parasocial relationships. That's what I want to talk about, which is extremely relevant to this channel and to YouTube. So it's a great topic. If you've never heard of that, I'd be surprised. It's a pretty common idea in the last few years, but it means you've seen so much of some person that is in some way or another a public figure, somebody, maybe a celebrity, or maybe just somebody who posts YouTube videos like this one. And you feel like you get a front row seat to this person. You see them in a bunch of different situations, talking about different things. And you start to develop this feeling like you know this person in real life. Like if you met them in real life, you'd be like, oh, hey, yeah, I know you, you know? But they have no idea who you are because the communication's completely one-directional. They're just posting videos, or maybe they're in movies or on the TV or something. They have no idea who you are. So it's like a fan and a star, or for lack of a better word. So it creates this very uncomfortable dynamic, especially if you ever meet this person, because you're going to be overcome with feelings of familiarity and excitement, and you'll treat them like they're your friend, like you've known them a long time. And meanwhile, they have no idea who you are. They've never seen you before, so they're going to be on guard. And meanwhile, they got to deal with this, hundreds of times or thousands of times, because every new person that comes up to them thinking, that they're their friend, they got to figure out, who's this person? Are they cool? Are they dangerous? They don't know anything about you, So it's a very unstable and potentially destructive sort of relationship. It can be disappointing for both sides, because the fan might get disillusioned. Why is this person that I thought I was so close to is acting all kind of hesitating around me? And then the content creator is like, oh, who's this fan that they were such a big fan of me before, and now if I act weird, they're not going to like me, So it just creates a lot of tension on both sides. And it's completely unnatural. The only reason that this exists is because we have these modern technologies to disseminate video and create copies of it and send it all over the world instantly. And that's the only reason you can kind of get to know people like this. I mean, what would even be before that, Before TV, which I guess would be where it started, or moving pictures, movies. Maybe radio, you'd get to know someone's voice, but that's really not the same. So instinctually, it's like, it's playing off of your instinctual reactions to seeing someone often. When you see somebody often, you get familiar with them, and you start to get feelings of attachment or familiarity, like they're in your tribe, because we evolved in small tribes. And so our brains are wired to develop this familiarity with people, where you sort of move them from the category of a stranger to a category of a tribe member, someone you see often and you expect them and you get comfortable and familiar with them. But this parasocial thing, it only works in one direction, so it creates all this weirdness. It's like a warping of the natural application of our instincts. And it's everywhere now, because everyone can have a YouTube channel. Like I have this new YouTube channel, and the reason that I wanted to make a channel is because I struggle with this problem too. Like so many people I watch on YouTube, and I really think they're cool and interesting, and I watch them all the time, and I feel like I get to know so many things about them, but then I have no voice whatsoever. Well, I guess I can post comments here and there, and maybe they'll see it and react, or maybe they don't. But even if they do, the relationship is so one-sided. It's really not a natural, healthy, good relationship. It's parasocial. It has kind of a poisonous, dark underside to it, even though it feels real. It's really not. So it has this sort of dark feeling to it. And it sort of created in me this feeling that I want to be able to express myself as well. All these people that I watch, they get to express themselves. So I figure, I got to fight back fire with fire. I need to express myself. But the problem is now I'm on here, and now people could potentially create parasocial relationships with me. And I have no idea who they are, who's watching me. It could be some young boy that doesn't know much, or some old lady, or whatever it is. All sorts of different people. I have no way to know. It could be anybody. And which is fine. They can watch, whoever wants to watch if they want to. But I'd like everyone to just be aware of this situation. It's so awkward. I don't know. I just want to talk about it instead of just ignoring it and perpetuating the cycle. I mean, I am perpetuating the cycle still just by doing this, by participating in this system, by posting videos to YouTube. I'm perpetuating this parasocial relationship cycle, but it's just part of the modern world. It's a fixture now, so it's better to talk about it and be aware of it than to just be silent about it and let it have its effect, whatever it's going to do. And I totally speak from experience. There's been a couple times where I actually met pretty popular YouTubers. Like I went to their meetup to go talk to them, and I had that feeling where it was like, hey, I know you, this is so exciting, it's so cool, but they looked at me like, who's this guy? So once you do that a couple of times, you know what they say, don't meet your heroes. And I wonder if this is part of it. Because when you meet your heroes, there's this sort of parasocial moment where you know so much about them and they have no idea who you are, and it's very awkward and strange. So the thing is, one of the things I'd like to do with this channel is create some sort of human connection, because we're all so isolated, staying at home from the pandemic, or even afterwards, just the way that we're all online so much, and we have these sort of online communities and bubbles that we get trapped into, and there's very few real life places for people to meet. So you can't even get the fake social tribe, at least when you go to shared real spaces, it's kind of like a fake tribe. But on the internet, it's like a double fake tribe. It's like a super fake tribe. So I feel like this is really deteriorating our ability to form connections with other people. I would like to fight more for reclaiming the ability to create real connections with human beings, but it's just so hard. I'm not even sure how I'd go about it. But I figure a good first step is just being visible and being present. If I'm just silent and I'm just watching other people, how am I ever going to create any human connection whatsoever doing that? So, you got people hiding behind screens and never having two-way communication. It's just, I don't like it. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. And that's really everything I wanted to say, just kind of a overview of the situation and my feelings about it. That's about it.